In this episode, we'll be breaking down if there is a better sex position to help you get pregnant or if it's all a myth. Welcome to the Finally Get Pregnant Naturally podcast, the podcast helping women identify the real reasons you haven't conceived or stayed pregnant so you and your partner can finally grow the family of your dreams. I'm your host, Dr. Katie Wood. Let's dive in, shall we? Is there a best sex position for getting pregnant? In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down where this myth even comes from, what the science actually says, and what really matters when it comes to increasing your chances of conception. So let's clear up the confusion and talk about some facts. So, where does this myth come from? I feel like we've all maybe heard variations of best sex positions to help you get pregnant. For decades, couples trying to conceive have been told that certain sex positions like missionary or even doggy can increase the odds of pregnancy because they supposedly deposit sperm closer to the cervix. Others claim that positions where the woman lies on her back with hips elevated are more effective, while positions with the woman on top or standing up are discouraged because of gravity. But here's the thing. Sperm are created and meant to be highly motile, okay? They don't rely on gravity. They rely on chemistry and biology. And a healthy sperm cell, on average, can swim over 5 millimeters per minute. And once it's in the vaginal canal, it's already on its way to the cervix, regardless of the position you were in. So while these ideas may feel super logical to our left brain, they're not backed by strong evidence. So, what does the science say about position and conception? What the actual research tells us is there is no clinically proven, quote unquote, best sex position for conception. What matters most is that ejaculation happens inside the vagina around the time of ovulation, and that we have sperm-friendly cervical mucus, which your body is created and meant to be producing within your fertile window. And this is actually like the perfect environment for sperm to survive and also travel in, and it's going to help guide sperm through the cervix and uterus, and that's nature's design, okay? Far more powerful and intentional than any sex position. And there's been no significant correlation between sex position and fertility outcomes. In fact, couples were just as likely to conceive in any position as long as sex occurred during the fertile window and there were no underlying health issues. So, if position doesn't matter, then what does? Number one, timing. You want to be having sex within your fertile window. So, ideally, what that looks like is within the 5 days before and the day of ovulation. And by tracking ovulation with BBT, cervical mucus, or LH strips, can be really, really helpful here. Number two is sperm health. So, in case you caught me earlier, I said sperm are meant to be motile. So there is a lot of male factor fertility issues going on these days, and a lot of it has to do with motility, count, and morphology. So if there's any concerns about sperm count or motility, those need to be addressed, right? And not covered up by trying to do acrobatics in the bedroom. Number three, cervical mucus. Your body needs to be producing the right kind of mucus at the right time to help the sperm survive and reach the egg. Stress, we all know that stress, diet, and hormonal imbalance can affect this. So if you're not seeing fertile cervical mucus, that clear, stretchy mucus that kind of resembles egg whites, then there may be a hormonal or other issue going on, and that's something that we want to get to the root cause of. So, number four, orgasm may actually play a role in this. There is some evidence suggesting that the uterine contractions from orgasm may actually help draw sperm into the uterus. So, don't underestimate your pleasure and relaxation. And again, I think that that just goes to show how beautifully and intentionally our bodies have been created. And number five, nervous system regulation. the more relaxed and safe your body feels, the more receptive and open it is to conception. So chronic stress can interfere with ovulation, libido, and hormone balance. And also, if you're not feeling safe, then that is not going to create the best environment for conception. So you want to create a safe space where intimacy feels safe, connected, and calm with your partner. Now, here is another potential myth. Do you need to lie down with your hips elevated for 10 to 15 minutes afterwards? There's really no strong evidence that this improves fertility or your chances of conception. But lying down for 5 to 10 minutes after intercourse is not going to hurt anybody. You could do some mindful breathing exercises during that time. You could put your legs up against the wall. That's going to increase blood flow to your reproductive organs. So it's not going to hurt, and it might help if it encourages you to rest and relax, which can support your parasympathetic nervous system and be helpful for your stress levels and maybe your hormone levels. So if it makes you feel good and supported, go for it, but don't stress if you get up right away because, again, sperm do not rely on gravity. So let's recap. There is no magic sex position that is going to guarantee pregnancy or increase your chances of conception. Timing, cervical mucus, sperm quality, and stress levels matter way more. And instead of stressing about different angles and acrobatics, focus on intimate connection, nourishment, and cycle awareness. So if you've been trying for months or even years and you feel like you've tried everything, please know there is more we can do. So head to the show notes and take my quick ultimate fertility blueprint quiz to see what could be standing in the way of your healthy pregnancy. Until next time, take care of yourself, mind, body, spirit, because you are worthy of motherhood, and I believe in your body's wisdom. Thank you so much for listening. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on our next episode, released every Tuesday and Thursday. Are you ready to finally discover why you haven't been able to get or stay pregnant? The Ultimate Fertility Blueprint is a quick, insightful quiz designed to reveal your overall capacity to conceive and help you discover potential root causes and areas to address to improve your fertility so you can finally get and stay pregnant. You'll find the link in the show notes. As a quick reminder and disclaimer, this podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult your doctor or healthcare provider before starting any new supplement or protocol, especially if you're actively trying to conceive or undergoing treatment.